Welcome to the Primetime 585 podcast. My name is Karen Iglesia, co-founder of Primetime 585. In the studio, we got the best producer in the five, Julio. Say hi, Julio. And then, of course, we have LG, Lucky Gerard in the house. Why do we call him Lucky Gerard? Because he's lucky to be married to me before he even gets going with me. Gerard, I got a test for you. I got a test.
Okay.
We're changing how we do this a little bit just for today.
Okay.
So Saturday is Valentine's Day, right? Mm-hmm. I got two questions for you.
Okay.
My first question is, what's the name of my favorite perfume? You're going to be under a test today.
Oh, I know this one. Isn't that that Liz Taylor one?
Liz Taylor? What are you talking about?
Uh-huh.
My favorite perfume? It's been 31 years. You don't know my favorite perfume.
That White Orchid?
Oh, White Linen. Okay.
Yeah,
you get half a credit. You get half a credit for that. Julio
I just know it smells good.
Julio is giving him a hand, y'all. Julio's like, please get it right. Please get it right. Okay, my last question. What is an expected gift I want for Valentine's Day?
Nothing.
You passed that.
Yep.
He passed that.
Yep, you want me to treat you good every day.
There you go. Julio's like, oh, that's some smooth stuff, right? Exactly. I don't want anything for Valentine's Day. We don't exchange anything for Valentine's Day because every day should be Valentine's Day because I'm special. Right, Gerard? You married up. Say you married up. You married up. You married up.
You know what?
Go ahead.
We'll talk about the weather for a second.
The weather?
Yeah.
We're talking about being married up, or how we get to the weather.
Because the weather this winter has been a metaphor of our marriage.
The weather has been terrible.
No, there's been a few really bad days. Right?
Okay.
Lots of days like, man, I'm tired of this.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be married to somebody so perfect?
That's me.
You're so blessed to be married to me.
I say that all the time. Yes.
You forgot to tell me how perfect I am.
Yeah, those are the terms. I say that every day.
Every day.
Yes.
For 31 years.
Absolutely.
So that's what this winter's been like. Just a lot of annoying days.
Wait a minute. Back up. Hold on. Rewind. Flag on the play. Time out. Technical foul. Oh, rushing the quarter. Okay. Did you just call me annoying? Did y'all?
Every day. Aren't you lucky to be married to me?
Absolutely.
I would think that qualifies as annoying.
Well, it sounds like it's the truth. It cannot be annoying if it's the truth. So let's get right into sports, y'all. Oh, you ain't getting no dinner tonight. You better go to McDonald's or something, cause
Happy Valentine's Day.
because ain't no steak or primer or nothing getting on the stove today. Let's go to Fillmore versus Kennesaw. Some boys basketball action that went down this week. Drew, let's start this off. Fillmore versus Kennesaw Greenwood. First of all, we drove an hour and 20 minutes to go to this game. Talk about this game.
Well, Fillmore, they came in at 15-1. Mm-hmm. Kennesaw Greenwood came in at 14-3. Now, they played earlier this year, and Fillmore won by 3.
Yep.
And that was on the road. So we know this was going to be interesting. After Fillmore scored the first basket, Kennesaw Greenwood went on a 10-0 run. They had a 34-26 lead at halftime, 49-42 after 3. And they just pulled away in the middle of the fourth quarter to get the 74-59 win.
Okay, so can I talk about just some players on Kennesaw Greenwood? Let me start with that first. And I said this with all my chest. Mm-hmm. I said Carson Chafee can play with anybody in Section 5.
Yeah.
He can play with anybody. Because let me tell you why. He played AAA. Mm-hmm. So Kennesaw Greenwood is a Class C team, right?
Yeah.
They played AA teams, AAA teams in Ithaca and Corning Painted Post, right? And he dropped 36 and 33 with those
against
teams.
The big boys.
Big boys, right? He's just smooth with it.
Yeah.
He is smooth with it. I love his game. And James Smith, he is like a dog, right? Talk about him a little bit more.
Now, he's an athletic guard. He likes to slash to the basket. And he defends the other team's best player.
All the time.
Now, they had Jonah Bialek, who's really good. In fact, Bialek and Cam Mucher, yeah, they both were on the gold-winning Bikini game team from Rochester. So, those are two really good players. And he guarded Bilek. Bilek's going to get his. But, Bilek wound up with 22.
Yep. But 22 with people on him. He's just really good. I mean, yesterday when he played, he had about 30 points yester's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But James had 24.
24 and 8. He had 8 rebounds, yeah.
So, he's a strong kid, too. But he had 6 straight points in the third quarter. And,
Do you know who I like?
Who?
The younger Bilek.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He can shoot it.
Yeah, he's a 8th grader.
He's a shooter. But my guy is Mr. Beers. I like...
For Kenneth
Greenwood. He's the coach's son, Jack Beers.
Yeah.
He just does what he's got to do. He ain't fancy with it, but he could shoot it. He gets in the paint. He makes good decision. He has high IQ. I like Jack Beers. I'm going to be saying his name a lot.
Yeah, I mean, only in 8th grade, he played with great poise. They were trying to pressure him. Nah, no problem.
He start the game, yeah.
Very fundamentally sound.
I have a question for you. This is going to be a little bit controversial, but we got some time. It's a 1 hour show now. Now, I know how you are with winning, okay? And this time of the year, you're always crunching the numbers, right? So Fillmore, it was their senior night. I'm going to be a little bit controversial and put you on the spot a little bit. It was their senior night. You've coached before. You laughing because you know where I'm going?
Yep. We talked about this in the car on the way home.
Okay, so you know where I'm going. So it's senior night.
Yeah.
How do you do that, especially if you're playing one of the best teams that you're going to be playing that year? Do you start all your seniors at senior night, or do you sprinkle in the seniors? What do you do?
If I'm playing a really good team?
Yes. And be real. Don't be frosty. Don't be making stuff up.
I'm not calling myself the guru or expert or anything like that. But, I think the most important part of senior night is that the seniors get the win. So you start your starters and you sprinkle in, your seniors here and there. But, yeah. But maybe coach wanted to get their playing time out of the way.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I think that they kind of started, and it was hard for them to dig that back out because it was a 10-2 game at one point, and it was just hard to come back because when you have a team like a Kenneth Steele Greenwood, you can't give them any opening at all because they're so well coached.
Every point counts.
Every point counts, exactly. But it's a big win. They split during the season. Kenneth Steele Greenwood, he got one win. Fillmore got the other win. I like that Fillmore team. I like, is it Moocher? I thought I said, is it Moocher?
That's what they said Moocher.
Okay. Yeah. He had 15 points. And then just last night when he played, he had 27 points. Like these guys they're a 1-2 punch.
I want to say this about James Smith. Like he was guarding Bilek and did a nice job on him.
Yep.
Bilek got his 22.
Right.
But he didn't go crazy. And James had 24 himself. But when Carson Chafee got in foul trouble in the second quarter.
He stepped up.
Then James went and guarded the 6'4" Muture.
Yeah.
And did a good job. So,
big win for them.
He does whatever it needs to do defensively.
Big win. Let's move on to Rush Henrietta versus...
Wait, I just want to real quick. Sisson.
Yes.
For Fillmore.
Tremendous soccer player. He was the player of the year.
Okay. Yeah.
For us.
Yeah, but he had a real good game. He had 10 points in the first quarter, first half, and he kept them in the game. So I like him. And I liked the matchups. You had the two 8th graders going at it.
Yep.
You had James Smith and Bilek going at it, and you had Muture and Chaffee.
All right, we spent a lot of time on them, so we got to go. Rush Henrietta versus Irondequoit boys basketball. Okay, so this game we went through last night, through the weather again, man. So let's talk about this game. This game was a good game from start to end. Talk about this game, Gerard.
Well, Irondequoit, they came in, they're the number 2 seed in Class AA. They came in at 13-4.
Yep.
While Rush was 6-11, and the 4 seed in a 4-team Class AA. AAA,
yep.
But it was Rush that came away with the 65-61 win on senior night.
So Rush Henrietta was up at the end of the first quarter. Then they were up at the half. Then Irondequoit actually took the lead end of the third quarter.
Right.
Because they were shooting threes. They had 17 threes collectively as a team. They shot the ball. Irondequoit shot 10 threes, made 10 threes, and still lost the game.
Yeah.
That just tells you they were And Rush Henrietta shot 7 threes, right? So 17 threes for two teams. It was a shooting spree. Or it's like
they were
Oprah.
not shy to see.
You got a three, you get a three, you get a three. They were like Oprah out there.
Yeah.
So they were not shy. And I like how the coaches allowed them to shoot, too. You know, they must be able to make it because they allowed them to shoot.
Yeah, you know what? You could tell who a good shooter is? When he takes like a 25-footer and misses.
And the coach don't flinch. The coach don't flinch. Rush Henrietta's Griffith stepped to the line and made a free throw with 46 seconds left to make it a 62-61 win. Lead for Rush Henrietta. Free throws.
Yeah.
Was huge last night in that fourth quarter. That's what you always say.
Yeah. Rush made theirs, and unfortunately, Arondacoit missed a few that Arondacoit had 3 chances to win it.
Yeah.
In the last 46 seconds, but they just couldn't put in the hole. Rush Henrietta's Kylan Burke finally got the rebound and was fouled with 18 seconds left. Hit both free throws to make it 64-61.
He was 4 for 4 from the line in the fourth quarter. When you win by 3 points, and you're 4 for 4 from the line in the last 2 minutes of a game, free throws.
Yeah, and then Pope, what's his first name?
I like it.
Yeah.
Listen, he could shoot it.
Yeah.
And he was shooting it with accuracy and with certainty. Yeah. He was pulling up from 28 without flinching.
Yeah.
I didn't know he could shoot it that well, though.
Yeah.
He could shoot the ball.
I want to say this. Rush Henrietta's team, they more than anybody in Section 5, they got killed
by the transfer portal. I will call it the transfer portal.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Prep school. Like 4 of their top 6 players from last year's sectional winning team, they transferred out, and the other 2 graduated. So, they really got...
It's like starting from scratch.
Yeah, it's taken them a while. But Rush Henrietta, they beat Green Tech, who is a power out of all.
And they were a state-ranked team.
Yeah, and then you have... they gave Fairport and Penfield all they could handle. So they're starting
to play better.
Yeah, because it's a whole new team.
But before I go, we move on. I just want to talk about a couple players. I like Thwaites. I don't know if that's how I said his name. Caden Thwaites. He is only... a 9th grader. He's built like a senior in high school.
Yeah,
like he has a college body right there with the ball. Yeah, he has a college type body, and he's good.
Yeah,
we're gonna be saying his name.
Only
He's
a freshman.
Crazy.
Yeah,
only a freshman. Kingston Henry also. I like his game. So look for them. They're gonna. Rush Henrietta's playing good.
Yeah, but they were led by senior Daniel James.
Yep,
he had a game high 18 points, 13 in the first quarter when he made 3 threes. Okay, Jakari Kennedy knocked down some threes. But the guy who I really liked, I thought changed the whole game, was that number 15. Who is that? Anyway, he came in and played great defense on Roman Maldonado.
I think it's either, the little kid. He's mad little,
Yeah, because Roman Maldonado was going crazy.
Well, Roman Maldonado finished off with 23 points also, and he had 5 threes. He could shoot that ball. Yeah, he could shoot the ball.
Yeah.
But
that's Christopher Hamilton Much.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the guy. Didn't score a point, but had a huge impact on the game.
Defensively.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Rush Henrietta came up with the win, 64-61. Congratulations! But I wouldn't sleep on Arondacoit. Arondacoit got Anthony Majors. He is ridiculously big. He runs the floor very, very well.
Yeah.
They got Roman Maldonado who can shoot it.
Yeah.
They got Pope who's like a Curry type style shooter.
And Joshua Morris, he's another big.
Yeah.
But they're in the same class as Penfield, so that's going to be a tough one.
It's a tough one. All right, let's go over to Rochester Prep Virtus. Richard, Coach Johnson went and covered this one for us. The end of the first quarter, Virtus was up 20-11. So Virtus right now is 9-7. Rochester Prep, they're still, they're rebuilding their year. At the half, though, it was only a 4-point game. Yeah. Virtus was only up by 4 points, and even in the third was 54-47. It was only a 2-point game. 64-62 was the finals.
Yeah.
So you don't know when it's towards the end of the season. You can't look at anybody's record and make any judgments. That's just what I've always say. Virtus is in class AA2 though, Gerard.
Yeah,
they're in the class with Mendon, Sutherland, Gates, Athena.
Yeah.
They're
in the 5 seed.
They're the 5 seed, but that's a tough class. I'm not saying they can't.
They got a very good big man, Navar Harrison.
Yes.
He had 14 points.
Yep.
What's his name?
Almadine.
Almadine had 11 and Copeland with 10.
You know, I'm not saying that it's not impossible, but they're in a class with both Pittsford schools, Gates and Athena with Little Ross. So, but they've beaten teams like Arcadia, they've beaten Edison, they've beaten Soda, they beat Palmac, Vertus did, they beat Padilla.
And they almost beat UPrep.
It was only a 2-point game.
Yeah, 62-60.
It was only a 2-point game.
Yeah.
So I don't sleep on teams like that at all. So let's get into Hilton versus Spencerport. My boy Jack Scottney. 9th grader, Primetime 585 Youth Council Scottney covered this game for us, right? Okay, he's the future of Primetime. So he went to cover this game. The weird part about this game, first of all, it was a 63-51 final, right? The weird part of this game, the high scorer was 11. That was a high scorer.
Wow.
11. They had multiple guys that was 8 points, 8 points, 7 points, which is kind of good sometimes because everybody, you know, they're spreading the love.
Yeah.
Tyler Rieger had 11 points in the second half. All his points came in the second half. Hilton and Spencerport was actually tied up 14-14 at the end of the first quarter. And Hilton took a lead, only 28-23 going into the half. End of the third, it was 47-42. They didn't pull away until the fourth quarter when they scored 16 points. Yeah. So, as I said, you can't take anything for granted this time of the year. Wheelahan with 8 points, Oliveri with 8 points. Hilton's a team that have athletes that play other sports. It's the football team. It's a lacrosse team. Like, they barely have basketball players. That's what I find. Like, they barely have basketball players. They got athletes that play other sports. Like, Tyler Rieger is a football player, right? Like, and they play basketball, like, just to have fun or something, like, you know. But so check out Jack Scottney's interview on our all our social media platforms.
Did we mention Kellen?
Kellen Wheelahan, yep. Spencerport's Eli Schuler, he finished off at 11 points. It's a weird game. The high score was 11 points. Okay, let's go into some girls basketball. Fairport versus Hilton. Wow.
Yeah, it was a good game.
Was a good game.
For a half.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. We're going to talk about it.
Fairport led that halftime 25-24, but Hilton took control of the game in the third. They got hot from the three-point line. They couldn't miss. They couldn't miss anywhere. And they tightened up their defense and outscored Fairport 17-5 on their way to a 57-43 win.
Now, Maddie Murphy from Hilton.
Oh, she's good.
She's an athlete, right? She finished off with 18 points and 5 assists. Right. Esposito, I feel like every Esposito in Hilton can shoot the ball. She had 12 points. She had 4 threes. Ava Heiss and Taylor Ann with 9 points each. Amaya Miles, I want to talk about more about her later on in the show. She's only a sophomore, but she's really coming to her. Yeah. She's making a name for herself in Section 5. We're going to talk more about that in around Section 5. But Hilton played great defense. They allowed nothing inside. Yeah. 0 inside. Talk
they
about
did a
that.
great job of double teaming whenever they got in the lane.
And they closed out on threes.
Defense. Yeah, and still they're able to get out on the 3-point shooters.
Well-coached team, they move that ball so well.
Yeah, and all their shots are good shots.
Coach Heiss, they move that ball so well. Fairport, they have nice pieces. They got Sam Rizzo. She's from basketball royalty, right? Yeah. So she's from Sal Rizzo from East High School time. You did your student teaching under Sal Rizzo, because you're old as dirt, right? So you did your student teaching under Sal Rizzo.
I love you too.
I'm being nice. I was using nice terms because it's a family show. I mean, I said it worse. And then Sal Rizzo's son, Dave Rizzo, did his student teaching under you.
Yeah, it wasn't student teaching. He was his first 3 years of teaching.
Under you. Me. Oh, yeah. Wait a minute.
So he learned everything not to do.
I'm about to say, because listen, we don't want you to incriminate yourself.
No, the statute of limitations ran out on me.
Because I am so glad you are no longer teaching.
So are a lot of ADs.
Because listen, y'all, real quick, I got to divert. This man taught 32 years. He might have did 3 lesson plans in them 32 years.
What I was doing, I didn't need a plan. Everything's up here. Experience.
Maybe 3 lesson plans in 32 years. Other teachers would have like binders full of lesson plans, how to teach drawings. Like, it's basketball. I am not writing that down. Come on in here. This is how. But in your defense, I will say you did teach a blind girl how to shoot a basket.
Yes, I did.
Because your degree is in adapted phys ed. So I will say you ain't got to write it down. But let's be honest, in 32 years, the fact that they're still paying you a pension is crazy. All right, but we're thankful. Let's go back to, so she is from basketball royalty. Sam Rizzo, with Sal Rizzo, Dave Rizzo. So she's got that in her blood, right? Autumn Fitch is also from basketball royalty. She's a Fitch. She's playing on the court with her family name on it. Like her name is literally on the court. She is playing on, right? But she is actually a tennis player. But so it was a good game, but Hilton was just too much. For Fairport for this. I really like Maybon. I don't like to throw no salt at nothing. I don't understand why she don't play more.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
know. I just like, she's raw. That's probably why she's very raw, but she's so, when she's on the court, she's giving 100% at all times.
I mean, they all are, but her 100% is different than everybody. Because
she's a Maybon.
She's always going to be, almost always going to be the best athlete on the floor. And she's always going to play harder than everybody else. Yeah, and
maybe it's her rawness. Every time she was in, something good happened, though. But Hilton came up with the win. Congratulations, Hilton. Let's go into Menden.
I just want to say Monoski is a really good player too.
Oh yeah,
she's good. And Lucy, she didn't have her best game, but you could tell.
You could tell she could play. Yeah. Let's go into Menden versus Schrader. We had this game circled. So talk about this game, Gerard. So Schrader, first of all, was on a 15-game winning streak coming into this game. Their only loss was to Sutherland, right?
Who was number one in the state.
Yes. Menden came in 15-2 with losses to HFL and Sutherland, right? So talk about this game.
Yeah, I thought it was a matchup between two of Section 5's best freshmen guards, best freshman guards. You had Even Dixon of Menden and Avery Kronig of Schrader. Yep. It was also a matchup of 6'4", 8th grader Kenyatta Hart and the whole Menden team.
Because listen,
they
was tripling my girl. Listen, a girl is in 8th grade. She's still on juice boxes, right? Like
she doesn't even go to Schrader.
She doesn't even go to the school that she's playing at. Like literally, you're right. She's in middle school. They gotta wait for her school to get out to do practice, right? Because they're still packing her lunch with peanut butter and jelly sandwiches taking off the crust young, right? That's who she is, right? And they were triple teaming my girl. Yeah. Like, they did everything. Yeah. She is in 8th grade. Go ahead.
Yeah, because Menden didn't have anybody who was taller than her shoulders.
Right.
Yeah, so
she learned once she put that ball above, and she crashes the board, I mean, you could see her on there, number 22. She's going to be a problem in Section 5. I love watching her play, man. I mean, she's, 6'4", and she's also from a basketball family, right? She's also, her father was one of the top players in Section 5. She draws a crowd. She's a defensive presence in their blocks shots, but she alters a lot of shots too. Like, you'll get her thing, you get like 6 or 7 block shots, but I'm guaranteeing it's probably about another 6 or 7 altered shots. People are thinking about shooting with her.
Yeah, she's going to be good. She just got to keep her hands up on defense.
Yep.
And she also got to bend her knees so she could jump. And she's a volleyball player. She's used to jumping.
Well, she's still an 8th grader, so she's still figuring out her body. Yeah. Like, you understand what I'm saying? But I want to talk about Jenna DeMarco real quick because she was fantastic. She had 16 points and 9 rebounds. She was pivotal, Gerard, in this game.
Yeah.
She was one of the difference makers. And it's the little things. Olivia Ferguson did some small things on the court, too, that led to big things. She had 4 steals, 6 rebounds. They play solid defense.
Yeah, and Kylie Clement, she had a game. She had 8 points, but 13 rebounds and 4 steals. Those are good numbers right there.
And let's talk about Eva Dixon real quick. She's only a freshman. She trains with Menden. Yeah. She trains with Carl Jefferson. I'm going to say less. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah. She trains with one of the best GOATs out of Section 5 when it comes on to dog mentality, Carl Jefferson.
Yeah, they have similar games.
That makes sense.
They're both undersized guards.
Yep.
They both attack the rim with ferocity, whether the little guys in there or they attack big guys.
They're not afraid of the bigs.
Yep. They are both dogs on defense.
They're both fast and they're both athletic.
Yeah. Yeah, and both are like best guards in Section 5.
I could see when I saw that he trained her, I was like, okay, I get it now.
Makes sense.
It makes sense now. Kendall Glantz, as I said, nice game. She had 10 points. Addie Stewart had 8 points. Lena Mobeen, long. She's athletic. She plays the passing lane. She does a lot of good things. She had 20 points. But congratulations, man, Schrader. That's gonna be a problem in sectionals. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
They're gonna be a problem.
Yeah. But they got Sutherland in their class. Is it Sutherland?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be sectionals is gonna be fun. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Sectionals, look for sectionals to be fun. Let's go on to Eastridge versus Churchville Child girls basketball. So Eastridge came in, Gerard, 8-8. Churchville came in 7-8. So they're quite evenly matched. Right? They're evenly matched. This time though, Churchville Child got the 64-54 win. So talk about this game more.
Well, Churchville Charlie is a lot better than their record indicates. In fact, they just beat
Hilton.
Yeah.
2 nights ago. Last night. Maybe last night. Yeah. Hilton.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Yeah. Churchville Charlie is, low-key really good. Okay? And they start, they have a tough schedule, and they're battle-tested. They lost, after losing 5 of 6, the first 6 games, now they've won 5 of 6. Right, so they're now 6-7. So Coach Steven Shapansky,
he's old school coach.
Yeah,
he's an old school coach.
He has them picking at the right time.
Yeah, he's an old school
coach. They
coach.
move real well without the ball and make a lot of nice passes to cutters for easy baskets.
Let's talk about Julia Gaffney and Erin Marone a little bit.
Gaffney, she had 29 points. She's a shooter.
She had 5 threes.
Yeah. Erin Marone. She's her. Yeah, she's good. She had 16 points. I like her a lot. She's 5'10". She's long. She's athletic and skilled, and she can play any position.
You can put her on the court
5.
anywhere. Yep. Bianca LeBritz, right? She had 14 points that game. Mercy Payne, Cadence Bachman. Churchville Child, they're going to do something. They're going to do some work.
Yeah, they have an impact. They don't have to score to have an impact on the game,
The only thing is I think they're kind of senior heavy.
Yeah.
They're senior heavy.
But which makes them hungrier because this is it for them.
That's true.
Eastridge
is a younger team, right? Olivia Green, she just got her 1,000th. She had 25 points, 7 threes. She scored a 1,000 point as a sophomore, right? Yeah. Kenya Scott had 10 points. She's a force on both ends. Bunch of young players. You have Alyssa Cowart, you had Gabby Rawlins, Crittenden, Metcalf. So they're coming. They're up and coming. Coach got them. The only seniors are TT Green and
she's a good player
and
too.
Scott. Yeah, they're the only seniors. So congratulations to the Churchville Child girls. They got 2 big wins this week.
Yeah,
they got Eastridge and they got Hilton.
Yeah.
So congratulations to those girls. Okay, let's go on to this was a different game. This game meant a lot to you, Gerard.
Yeah.
Rochester School for the Deaf versus Northstar. When we say we cover it all in Section 5, we cover it all. So we're going to talk more about why this game meant so much to Gerard. I'll touch on it why. So both your parents were deaf. So Gerard does not speak Spanish because Gerard signs. Like his parents are both deaf. His parents met at the school for the deaf.
Yeah.
Was married 65 years. 68 years before your dad passed, right? So they met. So this is a game that meant a lot. And every year we try to cover at least one school for the deaf game because it meant so much, to our family as a family with, my in-laws were deaf. And so Gerard, we went to this game, but listen, their student section loud. Okay, first of all, they use drums because they can't hear, but they could feel beats. Yeah. So I said to people, the student section at Rochester School for the Deaf is one of the loudest student sections in Section 5 because they use drums and all of that stuff. So
and they use the red light above the.
Yep.
When it's a whistle at the end of the quarter?
At the end of each quarter, when there's a timeout.
Yeah.
So it's interesting because somebody's actually signing right by where the book is.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of idiosyncrasies of they use regular refs. They're playing North Star, regular Section 5 game, but they make some adaptation. You know, they adapted for this set of kids. So talk about this game.
They held a 27-16 lead at halftime, but North Star, they came back.
Yes, they did.
And tied it at 35 in the middle of the third before School of Deaf. School of Deaf, they wound up being up 39-35 going into the fourth quarter. Close game. School of the Deaf, they wound up pulling away 25-10 in the fourth quarter to win 64-45. School of Deaf is good. They got some players. They could compete with half the teams in Section 5.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I absolutely agree with that.
And thanks in large part for Evangeline Miller. I mean, Evangeline Fisher Palmer. Yeah, she can play. She scored her 1,000th point as a 10th grader.
Yep.
Yeah. She only scored 12 this game.
She has a Caitlin Clark type game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But Brooklyn Christensen, Gerard, she had 8 points in the first quarter. She finished the game with 24 points this game. And Kalina Sickler scored 10 of her points in the second half and had some rebounds. So talk about some of the other girls.
Yeah, Adelise, I like the way you gave
you the hard name.
The hard name.
Absolutely.
Yeah, appreciate that.
You're welcome. Absolutely welcome.
Adelise Zuchegno had 4 big points. A little girl had 4 big points in the fourth. As School of Deaf pulled away, she was solid all game long.
Yeah.
She handles the ball and good player. Josiah Sosa, she had a great fourth quarter. She came in because one of the teammates got injured, and she had 4 points and made some great passes to set her team up for easy layups. And I really liked number 3. In the book, it says Lee. So I don't know if it was Ashley Stuhlberg or Elisa Schutz. Anyway, number 3, she know who she is. Okay,
skilled
guard, yeah, with a smooth handle. She could pass the ball. She's smart. She's a solid all-around player. But unfortunately, she got hurt early in the third quarter. And North Star was led by Alina Shuvalov with 14 points and Judah Linton with 13. Linton came alive in the third quarter, got them back in the game.
Well, shout out to the Rochester School for the Deaf. And when they watch this, they should probably watch this on they could watch it on their TVs. So there's closed captioning.
Yeah.
So I'll make sure I text the president or the principal just so that they know they were on, so they could show this and they'd be closed caption on their TV. Okay, let's get into wrestling sectional. So we went to A1 Wrestling. Which was at Fairport. But before I get into wrestling people got a little bit upset with me because they were wondering, why is it that we chose, so Section 5, Gerard, schedule sectional wrestling for 3 classes at the same time on the same day at various locations. So although you would love to be married to someone with 3 people, right? So you want me cloned?
No.
What do you mean?
No.
So although you would like for me to be cloned and 3 of me, could you imagine 3
As
of me?
long as there's somewhere else other than near me, I'm fine with that.
Fine with that. Could you imagine 3 of me in the same house? That's probably why God didn't give me any girls. Could you imagine girls?
Oh my God.
Could you imagine? No. Okay.
I try not.
I can't even imagine. I'll be sorry for you.
Is it possible to hate your own kids?
If there are probably girls like me, potentially. Okay, so we chose the one at Fairport because we wanted to, it's all about scheduling for us, right? We look at weather, scheduling. So we're coming from sectionals, swimming.
Yeah.
So we had to navigate. There's a lot of navigation that we do and people don't understand. So I get it.
Because we had to jet out of swimming
We didn't even do an interview really well. We didn't get the block raising at swimming because we were trying to get to wrestling. So
and that was the closest one.
Yeah. So let's talk about A1. So Webster Schrader got the win. They got back-to-back. They won last year. Let's go over some real quick weight class. At the 285, though, Mason Naple of Victor won 215. Thomas Reed of Webster, 190. Ethan Clark of Webster Schrader. Preston Jackson of Rush Henrietta with the 175. Go ahead, Gerard, do the other ones.
165. He did it again. Christopher
Milhatasas.
from Pittsburgh. Okay, 157, Devin Webster from Greece. 150, Samson McKissick, Staley.
Also the rest of the meet.
Oh, okay, yeah. From Pittsburgh. 144, Ben Burrows from Pittsburgh. 138, Trey LaChase from Fairport. 132, John Testa from Hilton. 126, Nick Testa from Hilton.
Them Testa boys.
Yeah, they're really good. 118, Connor Guffey from Webster Thomas. 110, Carter Mullen from Fairport. Oh, Guffey was also outstanding wrestler. And 103, Christian Velez from Hilton.
And Webster Schrader got the win. But real quick, let me just give you the other classes. So that was A1. Webster Schrader won for A1. For A2, Spencer Port won it for A2. And for B1, Pal Mac won it for B1. For B2, Kenneth Steele Greenwood won sectionals. And for B3, Cal Mum won that. So state qualifiers, Gerard, starts tomorrow at Haverling. And no, we cannot make it. We sorry, we can't make it to Haverling tomorrow. Yeah. It starts, so B1, B2, and B3 is at Haverling tomorrow. And Saturday is A1 and A2 at Rush Henrietta. So I think for states, I think it doesn't matter those classes. You wrestle across to see who's representing those classes. Kind of like crossover for basketball.
Yeah, I do want to say, speaking of qualifying for states, all 16 wrestlers for Schrader qualified for states.
Yeah.
That's a school
record. That's a school record, yeah. So congratulations. Now let's get into some swimming sectionals, okay? So, Gerard, I ain't even gonna lie. I'm starting to be like a swimming guru now. I feel like remember when we first started covering swimming, we didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
We were there, we were out of our depth. We were like, what is this? It was moving so fast. We didn't have no papers. We were trying to write things down. All of a sudden, we just became pros at this, right? So let me talk about swimming. So we went to, because obviously that's another problem. We went to the Class C swimming finals. So what you're seeing is Class C swimming finals because, once again, we have to make choices, right? So let's give some results that happened in the 200-yard medley relay, right? So there's always two, right? So Marcus Whitman, they got the win in that. In the 200 yard freestyle, Carter Fix, Gerard.
Yeah.
Carter Fix. We'll talk more about him later on. He got 46.90. In the 200-yard individual medley, it was Ryan Frazier, okay, of Dansville, okay, 209.38. 50 free. So it's like the sprint. It's like track and field, right? It's like track and field in the.
It's like the 100, in the track and field.
Yeah, yep. That was Jax Renee of Avon, 22.98. Wow. And in the 100-yard butterfly, it was Dan Smith from Marcus. I like him. He has one of the best celebration. Like his celly is crazy at the end. So I like him a lot. From Marcus Whitman, 55.58. And I'm gonna do a couple more. Brandon Hunt in the 100 freestyle. Brandon Hunt of Avon, 50.24. And I just got to shout out the freestyle relay. Them boys from Byron Burgeon Leroy, 133.72. I'm going to talk more about them even a little bit later in the round, in around section 5 and during my segment.
That's a 200 freestyle relay.
Yep. But at the end, Byron Burgeon Leroy, they won the sectional championship. So congratulations on that. And they also won the 400-yard freestyle relay. They did in 3:27.23. And I think Carter Fix is also on that team. So congratulations to our sectionals. So tonight, Gerard, is sectionals for Class A. Right?
Yeah.
It's sectional for Class A.
Yes.
At
Webster.
Webster. Man, Webster invested a lot of money in that
pool.
The facility. But you could see underneath. You could see the water underneath, all that
no
stuff.
one could compete with their facilities.
No, their facilities.
Swimming.
Even states are here now.
Yeah.
Because of their facilities.
They got a huge screen, man.
Man, you can tell it's easier to cover too because you can see everything.
Yeah.
All right, the Victor Chair Classic. Let's talk about this real quick. We went to the Victor Chair Classic. Shout out to these girls, man. Like I always like to give my Victor girls. They hosted a really good tournament. a good team tournament,
Yeah.
and it's called Elite Eight. So they don't have like winners, so they have what's called Elite 8. So there's no particular order how they do it. So they had a bunch. It was like probably like 30 teams, but because of the weather, some of the teams had to drop out like from far.
Yeah.
So Hilton, Gananda, Webster Thomas, Churchville, Chili, Avon, Wellsville, Frontier, and Clarence. Those are the Elite 8 of the top of the chain that end up placing at the Victor Cheer. But they had all kinds of teams. They had Spencerport, they had Brockport, they got Williamsville East that was there. They had Brighton, Kenneth Steele, Greenwood,
Small schools,
large schools. And they have teams from Buffalo. So it was a great big classic. And I know last night was the Monroe Counties.
Yeah.
So a lot of these same teams are also at counties for different classes, and you can check out the different winners from those particular classes. But shout out to Victor Cheer. They hosted the Victor Cheer Classic last Saturday, and we went and we were able to check that out. Wanted to give them some acknowledgement. Thank you guys for all of that. Let's go into some track and field with Coach Johnson. Okay. So Coach Johnson, as you guys know, is one of our collaborators. He collaborates with us, but he's also a coach in Section 5. Nobody knows track better than Rashard.
Yeah.
His interviews, you guys got to check these interviews out. Nobody knows track better than Rashard. So let's talk about some of the things that he wanted to talk about. He won't match up to some of these videos, but these are all his videos, but like we want to talk about Camille Gauze. I think she's from the Gauze family, Gerard. I think she's the Gauze family, yeah. Gates Charlotte, Division II, she's a hurdle champion, okay? Hurdling is always kind of stressful to me. Why would anybody want to do that? Why would anybody want to do that?
The guy just fell. Yeah, you're like, why would anybody want to do that? It's hard. It's hard. Everybody falls.
Braden Sinclair of Gates Chili, also the hurdle champion. So Gates Chili, Gerard, have one of the best hurdling team in Section 5. The girl and the boys won it. Yes. Wellesley Goldsmith of Irondequoit and Eddie Jackson of Gates both went against Will Vitale of Brighton, who ended up winning. I want to say that because all of it was close. Boom, boom, boom. All of it was close. Will Vitale is the D2 champion. Kamia Thompson of Churchill Chala is a 55-meter champ for D2. Louis Falou of Monroe.
Oh, football player,
right? And he's coming off of a state championship, okay? Is the 55-meter RWTL champ. Ken Howard of Irondequoit, the shot put champ for D2. Churchill Charlotte girls D2, 4x200, they're the champ. Harper Capuano, we talked about him last time. Long jump and high jump champion. He is the truth. Both the Hornell relay team, the 4x800 and the 4x200 won, with Selena Maldonado on that team.
Yeah, she's basketball player, yeah.
McQuaid, 4x200, their team won the RWTL. Rachel Link from Mercy won the D2 RWTL long jump champion. Carly Geibel of Brighton, the D2 shot put and weight throw champ. And as I said, Will Vitale again, he also won the 300. Kara Peacock, the D2 high jump champion from Gates Charli. Modesty Penny of Gates Charli is the first, is high jump second in the high jump and first in the triple jump.
Modesty Penny, that's a name they could not have given you.
No, either one at all. Xavier Scott of Wellsville, 55-meter hurdle champ. Kamara Lane, love her. Padilla School of the Arts World of Inquiry is RWTL long jump champ. Brenna Wilkinson of Hornell is a 1,500-meter 1,000 champ. But I want to also shout out the Eastridge 4x200 team. They got the fastest relay team for boys in Section 5. So I want to shout them out. That is fantastic. Okay, we got to get to Gerard's pick. We got some time. Go ahead to Gerard's pick.
My pick is Evangeline Fisher Palmer.
Okay,
from Rochester School of the Deaf. We briefly talked about her. She looked like Caitlin Clark over there. But she scored her 1,000th point as a sophomore. Okay? The record holder for that is Charles Palmer, her dad, who scored
2,000 something.
Yeah, over
2008 something. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, and he's the coach, as I said. He's the all-time record holder for the team, and his aunt is the first to score 1,000.
It's a family thing over there.
Yeah. 4 people at Rochester School of the Deaf have scored over 1,000 points, and 3 of them are from that
Are related.
family. I do want to say this about Evangeline. That girl has great court vision. She can pass the ball. I mean, she's got 1,000 points, but it's not because she's selfish. She throws the long pass as good as anybody. That's why she reminded me of Caitlin Clark, more for her passing than because of anything for her scoring. Because, yes, she's fun to watch.
You know what? I always think that, it's tough enough playing basketball, but playing basketball being deaf, right?
Yeah.
And her father is her coach, who's also deaf.
Yeah.
And, to do that and be able to still score 1,000 points only as a sophomore.
Yeah.
That says a lot about her. But congratulations to Miss Fisher, Evangeline Fisher Palmer of Rochester School for the Deaf. You are Gerard's pick.
Yes.
Now,
I want to say, I just saw
go
on the video, Charles Palmer, 2,875 points.
Wow, that's a lot of points.
Buckets, yeah.
That's a lot of points.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go on to Karen's pick. Okay, so Karen's pick.
It's me?
No, Gerard, unfortunately, you ever see that one time I wake up and I'm like, I look over at you, I'm like, what did I do wrong? Like, why am I being punished? Right? That's how I be really feeling sometimes. Okay, let's talk about Carter Fix of Byron Burgeon Leroy.
Yeah.
Listen.
Good pick.
This is a swimmer. First of all, he was swimmer of the meet. At the at sectionals, right? Which is kind of like same thing as MVP in basketball for people who don't know.
For Class C.
For Class C, he was the 200 freestyle winner with a time of 46.9, 500-yard freestyle, 5:06.47. Every event that he was in, he won.
Yeah.
Every event.
He anchored the 400 freestyle relay.
The 200 freestyle relay.
Yeah.
So you're only allowed to do 4 events at sectionals, at swim meets. That's him and his dad. His dad is also the assistant coach. So it's seeing dad was really emotional and all of that. I love seeing like father sons, and I like that dynamic. But he was very passionate. He thanked his team. But shout out to Carter Fix, Byron Burgeon. And can I say Byron Burgeon is probably one of the most forward-thinking community when it comes onto women in sports.
Yeah.
Their boys basketball team is coached by Coach North, right? And she's retiring this year, by the way.
Yeah.
She's retiring this year. But she's the only head coach, female head coach for a boys team. There's 109 boys teams in Section 5. She is the only head coach on the boys side.
And she won?
And she won sectionals, yes.
Yeah.
And the coach of the year for swimming for Class C for boys is a woman. The head coach for Byron Burgeon Leroy is a woman. So shout out to Byron Burgeon and their administrative and Leroy administrative staff, because they're probably one of the most forward-thinking administrative staff to have women as head coaches in boys programs. I gotta say it. At the end of the day, I'm a woman, so I'm gonna always root for women. Women gotta support women, and for that to see that, when I saw her, I was like, ooh, I like that. Okay. All right. So congratulations to Carter Fix of Byron Burgeon Leroy. You are Karen's pick.
I do want to mention about Carter. In both the relays, he was in the pool second. They were trailing in the relays, and he just made that. He came from behind in both relay races to win it. So powerful anchor. Good for him. Good kid. Really good kid.
He thanked his team, and I like his quote at the end. He said, "My dad taught me a lot about swimming, but he taught me more about life." Hello.
Yeah.
I love to see it. So congratulations, Carter. You are Karen's pick. Okay. Around Section 5 draw, we got 6 minutes to do, about 7 minutes. Our producer going to kick us off. So let's talk about, you want to talk about boys basketball first or girls basketball?
Let's go.
Well, let me just touch on something real quick. Before I even go into basketball, congratulations to the Naples girl alpine skiing team. They won sectionals yesterday. I want to shout them out from Naples. They came in first, and Hornell girls came in second. So before I get into it, congratulations to them. Okay, so my guy, our producer, is going to run. So you're going to see some videos run around Section 5 is just what we've done in Section 5 all this week. So you'll see a bunch of pictures of what we've done in Section 5. But Gerard, let's talk about, and we'll talk while the pictures are being shown. So Gerard, around Section 5, you want to talk about girls first?
Girls basketball. You got Cadence Brecker of Harley Island in Columbia. She now surpassed her 500 career blocks. she has over 1,000 points. Too, right?
She has over 1,000 points.
And now 500 blocks.
500 blocks.
She had 40 points, 17 rebounds, 7 blocks versus Naples.
And she is the record holder at her school for most points in a single game. Yeah. So she's also on the Primetime 585 Youth Council. This is her second year. So congratulations to Cadence. I want to talk about Lucy Bush. She had her 1,000 point that just passed this week too. She had 27 points versus Batavia, but she also got her 1,000th point this past year. Olivia Green also.
And she's only a junior, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And Olivia Green also got her 1,000th from Eastridge. She had 25 points against Irondequoit this past week. A lot of talent. Let's talk about some talent in Section 5 girls basketball real quick.
Yeah.
Let's go there. We got to go there. before we go to the boys. And Eva Dixon.
Yeah.
I consider her one of the top guards in Section 5 girls basketball.
Yes, absolutely.
I got Astrid Bellamy from Perry. She's also one of the top younger players in Section 5. We saw her against when we went out there,
Avery
right?
Crony from Webster Strait is a really good freshman guard.
She's one of the top freshman guards in Section 5.
One of the top guards, period.
Okay. Maya Miles of Hilton, she's only a 10th grader. She had 21 points, she had 5 threes against Churchill Chili, but she could shoot the ball.
Yeah.
But I consider her, and I think she broke out this year for Hilton. And I like her game.
What is she, 10th grader?
She's a 10th grader.
Yeah.
I mean, Erin Marone, she's older, but she is from Churchill Chili. But I like her whole spirit, how she plays the game. I like her length. I like everything that she does. Lauren Colston of Mercy, she's just a steady player. Like, these are people that might not be the stars, and I'd like to give them some mention. She might, but she's very steady. She's always going to get her 11 to 12 to 13 points. She's not going to really turn the ball over, but I want to shout her out. Olivia Lanning of Penfield, she just had 19 points the other night. She's also an under-the-radar player, but she had 19 points against Grease Thunder the other day, but she just plays steady, right? We always got to talk about the girls that also play steady. Calla McCoon, she doesn't play steady. She's just a dominant player from Bloomfield, but she's one of my favorite players. Olivia Amarise from Calmum. She's under the radar, 22 points versus Gates. We should be talking about her a little bit more. Doriana Weathers from East. You like her.
Yeah.
She had 22 points against Soda the other night. Real athletic guard. Samaj Jackson, that's your girl.
Yeah.
From East, I call her the double-double queen. Yeah. There's not a game that she has never double-double. Yeah. I call her the double-double queen. Leah Buffin of Gananda. They just beat Lions last night or 2 nights ago.
Oh, wow.
Gananda did.
Wow.
And, she's just an athlete. She had, I think, 24, 25 points. But those are some of the players that I think that we should look for some special things in sectionals. That's just my opinion.
And, of course, the Hadley twins. No, not the Hadley twins. The Hicks twins.
The Hicks twins. Yeah,
Hadley and Harper.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those are just some girls that's just doing some things in Section 5. So, I like to talk about sometimes not always the stars, but also the kids that's underneath the radar a little bit. So let's go into some boys basketball. We're going to talk about this game tomorrow real quick. Let's talk about this Penfield versus Fairport game. Actually, I want to encourage everyone, if you're coming to the game, bring a toothbrush or a toothpaste. We're trying to send the message that we want to use games like this to give back, right? So toothbrush or toothpaste, bring it. We're going to have a box that says Fairport and when it says Penfield.
Whose idea was that?
That was the principal for Fairport. Leanna Watts called me and said, Karen, can you help us? While I was at swimming sectionals. Can you help me?
As principal at
Penfield.
Penfield.
Yeah, Miss Watts. Right. And she said, we want to hype this up. We want to collect as much. I said, let's make it a contest. Yeah. Because them Penfield trolls and them Fairport trolls, the best trolls in Section 5.
Rush Henrietta's up there too.
Rush Henrietta too.
Last year they were.
They were, right. So those two bring people to games, right? So if you can't come to the game, and you want to give, you could either send it to, you could either Amazon it to Penfield or Fairport. You could send it. You could send us a Venmo Primetime 585. But whatever. Let's get everything into this, right? Or you could do an Amazon wish list and just mail it right to Penfield or Fairport.
Yeah.
But
and those are going out to the community.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Underprivileged kids. We want to stress that. Okay. So that's what we want. That's my announcement about that to get into the game. You don't have to, but we're encouraging it. But this game, who you got?
Well, before we get into that, I just want to say the game is sold out completely.
It was sold out in 2 hours.
Yeah.
It's a small gym. Penfield's a small
and
gym.
they're not letting in photographers unless they have prior approval.
From the athletic director.
And our photographers are already spoken for.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so who you got?
I got whoever has the most points on the board. Like I
was
said.
trying to capture you, man. I was trying to get you. I was trying to be messy.
I was, until a week ago, I said up Fairport again,
But Penfield looked good.
Penfield looked really good.
I don't know. Penfield looked good. I don't know. I don't know who I got, but I'm telling you that's going to be a good game. It's a high-flying game. Mm-hmm. You're going to see a lot of dunks. You're going to see a lot of pressure. You're going to see some top student sections going crazy. It's going to be a lit environment. I love it for Section 5.
Okay. I watch ESPN, and they ask guys for predictions, and then they don't predict. And I'm like, oh, you're a punk. Make your prediction. Stand on business.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me find out that you... Yeah. Go ahead, stand on business, bro.
Yeah. I think Penfield has more individual talent. Mm-hmm. The more talented players. Mm-hmm. Because they got, potential scholarship players. Mm-hmm. But Fairport has no weaknesses. They have a better collection.
Do not inbox me. Do not DM me over Coach Iglesias.
4-point game.
You got Fairport with 4 points?
Yes.
Okay. He said it, y'all, not me. Coach Iglesias said that. Do not come at your girl.
That doesn't mean Penfield's not good. They're a great team who may very well go further than Fairport in states. But that's just my opinion. They're a great team.
You're allowed to have an opinion. I'm just not going to give mine because I don't want to get in trouble.
Because you're a punk.
I might be. But my inbox going to be free. Inbox him.
Nobody inboxes me. I'm good.
Gerard Iglesias.
In fact, they're going to inbox you, say, your husband.
Yes, exactly. But some good stuff going on in Section 5. Real quick. I think that at this point, anybody could win anything.
Yeah.
I want to stress that.
That's why you play the game.
I want to stress that more than anything else. It's the last day of games is February 18th for basketball. Mm-hmm. So look for us. We're going to be very busy. Don't inbox us. Don't ask us about coming to games. We understand. We get it. We got a schedule. We try our best, y'all. We really do. But with that being said, for Karen Iglesias, Gerard Iglesias, and the best producer in the 5, Julio, and shout out to Sean in the back and Melanie. We appreciate y'all. That's it, y'all.
Get the Rochester First streaming app today for everything you love from News 8 On Demand, plus exclusive shows you won't see anywhere else. Search ROC and download for free on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.